Nobody is coming to save you. Not tomorrow, not next week. Not when you finally feel ready. Not when you finally feel strong. The truth is, no one is secretly preparing a moment where everything in your life suddenly becomes easy. No one is waiting behind the scenes to fix your fears, erase your doubts, or carry you to the life you dream about. And the sooner you accept this, the sooner your life begins to change. Because most people spend their lives waiting. Waiting for motivation. Waiting for confidence. Waiting for someone to believe in them before they believe in themselves. Waiting for a sign. Waiting for permission. Waiting for the perfect moment. But the perfect moment never comes. It never arrives. It never knocks on your door. It never asks if you are ready. Life moves forward, with or without you. There will be days when you feel invisible. Days when it feels like no one understands the battles you fight inside your own mind. Days when you question your worth. Days when you question your direction. Days when you wonder if you are falling behind while everyone else seems to be moving forward. And in those moments, it is easy to feel weak. It is easy to feel small. It is easy to feel like giving up would finally bring peace. But giving up does not bring peace. It brings regret. It brings the quiet pain of knowing you abandoned yourself. It brings the heavy realization that you could have become someone stronger, someone wiser, someone greater, but you stopped before you had the chance to see who you could become. Nobody is coming to save you, and that is not a tragedy. That is your freedom. Because when you stop waiting for someone else to save you, you stop giving your power away. You stop depending on external validation. You stop measuring your worth based on who supports you and who doesn't. You begin to understand that your life has always been in your hands, even when you didn't realize it, even when you doubted it, even when you were afraid of it. You are not weak because you feel fear. You are human. Fear is natural. Fear is expected. Fear is part of every transformation, but fear is not meant to control you. Fear is meant to test you. Fear is meant to ask you one simple question. Will you stop here or will you continue anyway? Most people stop. Most people turn around. Most people return to what is familiar, what is comfortable, what is safe. They choose the pain they already know instead of the uncertainty that could change their lives. They convince themselves that it is better not to try than to try and fail. They protect themselves from disappointment by never giving themselves a chance to succeed. But you are not most people. There is something inside you that refuses to accept an average life. There is something inside you that refuses to remain the same. There is something inside you that knows you were meant for more, even if you cannot explain it, even if you cannot see it yet, even if no one else believes it. That voice inside you is real. That voice inside you is your future calling you forward. But your future will not come to you. You must go to it. You must walk toward it when you feel tired. You must walk toward it when you feel uncertain. You must walk toward it when the path is unclear and the outcome is unknown. Because clarity does not come before action. Clarity comes through action. You discover who you are by moving. You discover your strength by struggling. You discover your resilience by surviving moments you once believed would break you. There will be nights when you feel alone. Nights when the silence feels louder than noise. Nights when your thoughts feel heavier than your body. Nights when you question everything. Those nights are not your weakness. Those nights are part of your transformation, because transformation is not loud. Transformation is quiet. Transformation happens in the moments no one sees. It happens when you decide to continue, even when no one is watching. It happens when you choose discipline over comfort. It happens when you choose growth over familiarity. It happens when you choose yourself. Nobody is coming to save you. And that means you have the opportunity to become your own hero. Not the kind of hero that never struggles. Not the kind of hero that never falls. But the kind of hero that refuses to stay down. The kind of hero that continues even when it hurts. The kind of hero that builds strength through pain, wisdom through failure, and confidence through persistence. Your past does not define you. Your mistakes do not define you. Your failures do not define you. They are lessons. They are teachers. They are part of your story, but they are not the end of your story. Your story continues every single day you choose not to give up. Every morning you wake up is another opportunity. Another opportunity to try again. Another opportunity to become stronger. Another opportunity to move one step closer to the life you deserve. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to continue. You do not need to have everything figured out. You only need to move forward. You do not need to feel confident. You only need to act, because confidence is not the beginning. Confidence is the result. It is built slowly, quietly, repeatedly. It is built every time you refuse to quit. One day, you will look back at this version of yourself. The version that struggled, the version that doubted, the version that felt alone. And you will realize that this was the beginning of everything. Not because someone saved you, but because you saved yourself. Nobody is coming. And that is why you must rise. You must rise for yourself. You must rise for the life you deserve. You must rise because no one else can do it for you. Wake up.